Alright, to graph question 38, take a look here. We have the parent sine function values down already, and we have a vertical shift of 3. We're increasing the amplitude of 1 to 2. Let's see, we're changing the period. The period's 2 pi with k, so it's 2 pi over 3, so it's 2/3 pi. And we have a phase shift of -1 here. This we're used to seeing on this homework in terms of pi. Now it's just in terms of radians. So the easiest way to do this is probably to take these values. This is going to be 1.57. This is going to be approximately 3.14. This is going to be approximately 4.71. And this is going to be approximately 6.28. Okay, let's start with y. Y is always easiest. Let's see, we have to add 3 and multiply by 2. In this case, with y, you want to multiply first. Order of operations, signs, everything, operations hold true. So we're going to multiply this by 2 and add 3. Gives us 3. We're going to multiply by 2 and add 3. Gives us 5. Okay, this we're back to 3. -1, -2, plus 3 is 1. And then 0, we're back to 3. Just looking at the nature of the cycle and in the these are in the wrong place. Sorry, the y values here of the sine function. These should make sense. As we start up at 0, then we go up 2 because our new amplitude is 2, but we should shift it up 3 units, come back down to 3, down 2 more units to 1, and then back to 3. So that all checks out. In terms of the x-coordinates, what's actually happened here is we are shifting 1 unit to the left. Okay, so this is actually going to be at -1. Okay, but then we're cutting our period from 2 pi down to 2/3 pi. In order to do that, we have these 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, starting at -1. To get to 2/3 pi, we're actually going to have to count by a sixth. But in my opinion, that's not the easiest way to do that. The easiest way to do this, I like taking this here, and I like making it 3x plus 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract 3, and then we're going to divide by 3. Okay, for x, it's opposite of sign, opposite of order of operations. So the first value makes sense. We took this, we subtracted 3. We got -3 divided by 3 gave us -1. So here, what we're going to end up with, when we subtract 3, 1.57 minus 3 divided by 3 gives us approximately a -0.477. Okay, which would be pi over 2 minus 3 divided by 3. Then we take our next value of pi, okay, which is approximately 3.14. We're going to subtract 3 and divide by 3, and that gives us approximately 0.047. Alright, next we're going to take 3 pi over 2, which is approximately 4.71 minus 3, all divided by 3, is approximately 0.57. Okay, and then last but not least, and this hopefully will make a little bit more sense when we get it on the graph, 6.28 minus 3 divided by 3, 6 is in the wrong place. The decimal doesn't look good here. There we go. Approximately 1.093. Alright, now let's take a look at the difference from our first value of x to our last. To find the difference or distance between, what we're going to do is we're going to take the -1 minus 1.093. Okay, distance is always positive. So what we have is approximately 2.093 units. Now, if we take 2 pi divided by 3, we get approximately 2.094 units, 9394. So we do have the correct period here. Again, the period starts out as 2 pi, but you have to divide it by 3, so it's actually 2/3 pi. So we do have the correct period. There's one full cycle. So these values should graph out very well. This time, however, when we make our axis, we're not going to count by pi radians, we're just going to count by radians. So that's what we're going to do. I know this is a big jumbled mess. Hopefully this makes some sense. If not, we'll try to make sense of it tomorrow. I'm going to get rid of this so I have room here. So here we have y equals 3 plus 2 times sine of 3 times x plus 1. 7L, okay. Doesn't seem to be working out the way it should here. Let's try this. Let's draw it like this, 3x plus 3. There we go. For some reason the other one doesn't really want to graph all that well. Here, maybe on your calculator it'll work out a little bit better. So what we want to do is we want to change this x to -1, same thing you would do on your window. We're going to make this, actually make it 1.094. Okay. And what we want to do is we want to count by, like we said, we're actually counting by pi over 6. So let's see if we can change that tick spacing. Pi over 6. Oh, it didn't read right. Pi over 6. Try to force that. Okay, those values are approximate. Let's see, for the y, we're going to go up to 5. Didn't read correctly. 5. Okay. And we're going to go down, not to 3, down to 1. And if you take a look here, we do have one full cycle. Again, let's say we wanted to count by pi over 6. Let's see, that is a decimal. 0.524, so maybe we try that. Set tick spacing 0.524 and try to force that. Okay, and so the values didn't change. So that's exactly what we should have had. It's close, not exact, just because of decimal errors. But there we do have one full cycle, and hopefully that makes some sense. If not, at least we've started, and we'll clear the rest of it up tomorrow.